Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are joining us from. We are here today with Dor Eisner, who is the CEO and co founder for Guardz. Welcome, Dor.
Hi, Scott. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. I love chit chatting with you and learning how we as IT business owners can secure our clients better. So I think that's what we're going to talk about today. The topic is learn how MSPs can secure and insure small to medium businesses in 2024.
Amazing, amazing. Happy to be
Awesome.
here. Happy to share, my experience, in the last few years, dealing with those problems.
Awesome. Well, let's talk about that experience. How did you are the co-founder and CEO for Guards. How did you get into that position? How did all this come about?
Yeah, so basically, I'm in the cybersecurity space for the last 20 years. I started in the Israel Intelligence Force, special unit like cybersecurity forces, way before cybersecurity became a big thing in the industry. We did a lot of cybersecurity research back in the days, and all my journey was about cybersecurity. And in the last decade, I've built a few companies in the cybersecurity space. The last company was about threat intelligence. We monitor the dark web at scale. Like we collected a lot of data from the dark web, analyzed the data, and provided this data for big enterprises, like who is targeting you, who is after your digital assets, and stuff like that. And it became like a big business, and we sold it to Rapid7. It's like a big US cybersecurity firm, public traded. We sold the
Okay.
business about 2.5 years ago. Um, it was a $300 million acquisition of the business. And after a few months, we decided what we are going to do next. The same funding team. We realized that we have a lot of experience in cybersecurity and building companies and developing, solutions for the enterprise market. But we started to look for, for a new gig. And the one thing that we realized and that we saw, very clearly, that the small businesses are left behind, and
Yep.
the MSPs that are supporting the very small businesses also are not equipped with the right tools or with the right platform, let's say. And this market of protecting businesses at scale, it's very complex. And we decided to simplify the process by building a security platform purely for MSPs. So we are 100% MSP focused.
Okay.
Everything that we are doing is MSP in mind. We are not selling directly. The platform is even not designed for the small business itself. So we are just empowering MSPs to provide better security. And we realized along the way that cyber insurance, it's a big thing for small businesses. So we decided to put cyber insurance together with our security controls and put it all together for the MSP community. So that's how we started, back in the days, and why we decided to go after this market. We see amazing opportunity to help MSPs secure and insure small business clients, and we are all in for it.
Good deal. Well, it sounds like you've got a lot of past experience in the field as well, which is great.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, you mentioned something. You mentioned insurance as a key component and aspect. It doesn't matter if the company that you're supporting is small or large, they still have to typically pay insurance. So that's something that affects everyone, no matter what their size is. I hope the business has insurance. They will certainly need it if a problem happens for sure. But insurance companies are dictating, you know, they are driving the industry, so to speak, when it comes to cybersecurity and ensuring that the clients are properly locked down. How does guards fit into that cybersecurity insurance realm?
Okay, it's a good question. So cyber insurance is exist for the enterprise market for the last few years, like 5 years or so.
Hmm.
Enterprises decided to go all in on cyber insurance, but the small business market is just getting started now. Like about 70% of small businesses are still not covered in cyber insurance policies. So the
Okay.
market is huge in terms of the penetration and the potential of the penetration into the small business market. And you are starting to see more and more small businesses looking to get cyber insurance coverage from the big carriers. But as you mentioned, the big carriers, they saw the risk and they saw the loss in the last few years coming from the enterprise market, and they are very concerned about insuring small businesses. And when we're talking about when I'm talking about small businesses, I'm talking about businesses with less than 100 employees. Usually, the businesses with less than 100 employees, they are going to the MSP. They are, using the MSP or
Sure.
leveraging MSP services. And those clients also struggling to get cyber insurance because usually they don't have all the security controls that the insurer asks for. So when we started to explore this market, we built a partnership with few carriers in the US, a few insurance carriers in the US, and we just asked them, what are the controls that you need in order to insure small businesses? And we started to
Okay.
get the information and also the claims data from them about, anonymously claims data about how effective is the security controls that they need in order to underwrite for small businesses. So everything that we are doing in the product today, it's all based on claims data that we are getting from our insurance partners. And based on that, our security platform and the automated detection response is actually covering all the needs for insurance underwriting for small businesses. And we are also streamlining the insurance coverage because we are a licensed broker in the US. So we help
So you
the
basically went straight to the source and
exactly.
asked them, what do you need? And they gave you a list of the controls that they need resolved and covered from
Exactly.
previous past incidents that they have paid out on, so to speak.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. And that's,
Very good.
some folks ask me, do you have any kind of framework? Do you have any kind of, like NIST framework or whatever? And I will always say, in the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's all about the framework of reality. It's all about, what are the threats targeting small businesses at scale and how it's affecting the insurance market. It's very important, to protect the future threats targeting small businesses.
Absolutely. No,
And
that's very important. Um, well, I have a question. One of the things, and I think we also have a couple other topics and points we're going to talk about. But before we leave the small business mindset, as an IT business owner myself, one of the obstacles I often face when reaching out to new prospective clients looking to do their work, looking to help them lock down their environment and secure things, they always tell me, "Well, Scott, we are very small. We're not a target." And I always try to explain to them that to a cybersecurity threat actor, you're just an IP address.
yeah,
There is no, oh, well, this client is larger, this client is smaller, but that's stuck in their mind, that their mind. They have that mindset that, you know, we're too small for that. We're not a target. So
yeah.
what would your response be to that?
Okay, so that's the reason, that by the way, we hear this a lot from, from our MSP partners and our MSP community. Same things, everyone is saying to his MSP, and we decided to develop in the platform a prospecting tool
Okay.
that in a click of a button you can go to the Guardz platform and generate a prospecting report. This prospecting report, by the way, is fully white label, fully branded by the MSP brand and colors and everything,
Okay.
and we are scanning the external surface of the business from external exposure, dark web data, and a lot of other stuff that we can tell you in few hours on the business, and generating the report for you as the MSP to take it to the small business client and show him, hey, this is the potential risk. We also formulated the risk into dollars. So this is the potential risk from all the things that can happen to your business. This is your size of the business. This is the industry. This is why the threat actor will target you, and it's just a matter of time. And you need to get the right security controls to keep your business
Safe.
secure, safe, and the reason that we developed this tool is that the fact is the dark web and where the bad guys, the cyber criminals are talking and interacting is changing and changed a lot in the last year or so and will change in the next few years. Bad guys starting to democratize their tools. They are selling attack as a service tools these days. So when you have so many, like thousands of forums offering attack as a service tools in the dark web, everyone can be an advanced or sophisticated cyber criminal with those tools. And those tools create a way to spray and pray. Like you can be a cyber criminal, you can go to the dark web, you can get a tool for $5K, $10K dollar, and you can spray and pray on thousands of businesses every day. Someone will eat. I and
It's
and
like
and
fishing. Somebody's going to take the bait.
exactly. And it's not just about phishing tool as a service. There is a ransomware tool as a service, scam tool as a service, CEO, impersonation as a service, fraud tool as a service. There are few dozens of
Tons of
different
as a
tools.
service.
Yeah, and everything is a service. So you don't need to be like, a coder or, like a sophisticated, like a threat actor. You just need to use the right
Have the
tools.
money.
Have the money and use the right tools. And if you will invest enough money into the tool, I can promise you, you will get enough, outcome from this tool. But this is the bad guys world, and we are from the good guys. We want to protect those businesses and to help to empower MSPs, to secure those businesses. And this is going to affect small businesses for the next few years, for sure, because the market is shifting because of the trend in the dark web.
So, do you have any analytics towards things like customers who have gotten onto the Guardz platform, and the platform has prevented an attack? Are you able to see real time analytics for that on your side of things?
For sure, we are a big data company. We are protecting thousands of small businesses right now. We are in business for 2 years, so it's not like that we are in business for 10 years. But in the short time that we are in business, we are protecting now a few thousands of businesses, and it's a big data. In the end of the day, we see thousands of spam, phishing attacks going on businesses, malware, ransomware, fraud stuff. So we
So, what's
definitely
number
see
one right now that you're seeing across the board? What's the number
account,
one attack?
definitely account compromise.
Okay,
So
going in and taking over.
account compromise is the number one attack right now. But account compromise, there are few different directions to account compromise. It can be like account compromise that is in your network environment, in your Microsoft 365, and is changing, like creating like forwarding rules, or creating like kind of a CFO kind of fraud attacks in your Microsoft 365 or Google Workspace, whatever you're using. And definitely in the last few months, account compromise is going like this. There is a trend of account compromise, and definitely it's one of the key protections that we have in the platform.
And do you see with an account compromise, do you see mostly social engineering?
For sure. For sure. Social engineering, it's a substance of the account compromise, like it's starting from either a phishing email, social engineering. It can be like, someone that is trying, to fake your account and to try to reach out to one of your employees if you are a business owner. But end goal for the threat actor is to create an account compromise on the Microsoft 365. And from that point, it can definitely take the money.
And don't answer those on social media that say, "What was your first car?" Or they make it like a game or a quiz, but
Yeah.
it's just an information grab, isn't it? At the end of the day, especially if it's a public post, cyber criminals can see that anything you do, and then you're just giving them answers that they need. So
Yeah.
very cool. So how can MSPs, we talk about the the new opportunity with cyber insurance changes. How can MSPs take advantage of that best?
Yeah, that's a good question. So eventually, the small business owner will come to you as the MSP and will ask you, what kind of controls do I have? Can you fill out the questionnaire for me? or the cyber insurance questionnaire for me. I'm sure that most of the MSPs in the group, receive this question from their clients. And what you can tell this client, hey, don't worry about this questionnaire. It's too complex. It's not the right coverage. I have the solution for you. And once you refer Guardz as the cyber security and insurance for the client, you as the MSP, you get a referral commission from Guardz, and you also get, the security leverage as a margin on top of your services. So you win both. You win once, you will deploy the security controls because everything that we have in the platform is tailored for our cyber insurance coverage. That's one. So you get the margin on the cyber security controls, but you also get a referral fee on the cyber insurance once you refer a client to the Guardz insurance. So you don't need to fill the questionnaire because everything is streamlined from the platform, and you just send it to the client, and you also be part of the market, of the cyber insurance market that is growing right now these days.
So
So this
Guards, in addition to the platform, also offers cybersecurity for the customers.
cyber insurance.
Insurance, yeah, cybersecurity insurance. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I forgot the most important part, the insurance. All right, so, but Guards offers, in addition to the cybersecurity platform, they also offer cybersecurity coverage through Guards.
Yeah, we are a licensed broker, and we have an OEM with a carrier in the US.
Okay,
We are offering a cyber insurance coverage as part of the service on top of the security controls.
what are the typical premiums for a small business run for the
So it
cybersecurity coverage?
so it depends on the coverage that you want. It's starting from $500,000 coverage up to $3 million in coverage, and it's
Okay,
usually between the $1,000 to $3,000 premium.
okay, all right, very nice. Who is the underwriter for that?
So there are a few underwriters in the backend, but
Mhm.
the Springcar, it's like one of the carriers. It's like admitted insurance, A plus rated, very good coverage, gives you all the small, protection from ransomware, phishing, social engineering, everything that you need to be covered.
Okay, and so if an MSP teams up and signs up with Guards, it is your part of the program to get that MSP's client over to the insurance as well, and Guards will provide all of the steps necessary to properly insure because they are properly protected.
Correct.
Got it. That makes total sense. Well, can you had mentioned something about the prospecting tool in Guards. Do you want to share your screen and kind of show everyone what that looks like, kind of?
Cool, sounds good.
Yeah,
Let me share my screen.
sure.
Can you see my screen coming?
Yep, I can see it.
Great. So by the way, this is the Guardz MSP dashboard. Like
Okay.
this is a multi-tenant dashboard by design. So in this demo environment, I have like 3 clients, but you can onboard as many clients as you want on the same platform. To
Okay.
onboard a new client is just a click of a button, like you can onboard the client either through a Google Workspace or Microsoft 365.
Okay.
In a click of a button, we are deploying a lightweight application on the Microsoft or the Google, and from that point, we are able to collect all of the data around the users, the mailboxes, the internet assets, the cloud drives, so on and so forth. And once you onboard the client, we are automatically able to deploy all of the security controls that are relevant for the insurance carriers, but also relevant to keep your business secured, like the cloud post share and the external footprint and so on and so forth. So here you can see the security controls in a nutshell. Everything is super easy. You don't need to go to different products. Everything is deployed from the same dashboard with the same stack. Going to we talked about the prospecting report. So we developed a Grow tab for MSPs, as you can see in the platform. Part of the Grow tab is like resources that you can use as a white label to promote your services, your MSP security services for the clients.
Okay.
And you can also generate a prospecting report. Click of a button on create new report. You just put the domain of the business. Let's say I'm going to meet with abc.com. Okay. And I will hit submit. And after a few hours, you will automatically get a report like this. Okay.
Okay.
So your brand and colors will be here on the top of the page automatically once you put it on the Guardz platform. And then this is like a cybersecurity risk report on this, version 2. This is an internet software and services, up to 10 employees. Everything is done automatically. Obviously, your phone number, your details, your technical, your website, everything will be your MSP details. This is the security posture of the business. This is the benchmark of the industry. We found like 39 security findings, like few issues, few dark web data. And this is the possible financial loss based on your assets, size of business, and number of issues. And there is also a nice, asset finding and glossary and, like everything that you can just put on the table of the small business owner. Everything is super explanatory and you can use it, with the common threads that can target the small business. And that's it, obviously. And you can use it, as many as possible with the Guardz platform being part of the Guardz community.
Can you go back real quick to that door and show us some of the findings? Just show us an example of some of the things that it located and found. What are some examples of some of the findings?
Definitely. So here, this is the kind of the report that you're going to share with the business itself.
Okay.
So we didn't want to put too much technical details into this report because the business owner will not understand, what you are talking about. But
Right.
in the Guardz platform, if you go to the report itself, let's say this is the report, version 2, and you can go and you can get the full details. If you
So the
download,
report is written for an end user who may not be technical savvy.
correct, correct, correct. So if you go to this, and I will open it, it's going to be like an Excel sheet. Can
Okay.
you see the Excel sheet?
Yeah. Well, I can't see your Excel sheet. No.
Okay. So let me stop sharing for a moment, and I will show you the Excel sheet.
Okay.
Uh,
I
okay.
was just curious on some of the things that it picks
Yeah.
up on.
So now you can see the Excel sheet. You know the full details. Yeah.
I got you. So that would be like the 17 of 35 things it found or whatever.
Yeah. No, this is much more, in the customer dashboard, we just give you the high level, stuff that you can share with the client, but then you have all the explanation, like, when is this detected, like explanation of all the issues,
Wow.
so and things that you can do with this data
Okay.
as
Very
the MSP.
nice.
So this is for you as the MSP that you can, like, work on it, on the data itself. But then we are generating you a one pager, like, like a brief of the high level and the risk and everything that you can bring to the table and show the value without getting into too much details. And then if the small business client is telling you, okay, sounds good, show me what you can do. Then you go to the platform, you download the Excel, and you start to go one by one. Hey, this is going to cost you $500. This is going to cost you $2,000 because I need to put your DMARC and I need to fix your SPF and I need to protect your emails and I need to close your ports and I need to add your certificate. And, this creates a lot of, effort from the MSP and also generate revenue for you as the MSP.
That makes sense. Very
Right.
good. Well, Dor, thank you so much for your time today. If we've got members who are interested in partnering up with Guards or signing up for a trial, what's the best way that they can do that?
Yeah, it's very simple. We believe in a self-serve motion, so you can go to the Guardz website, the Guardz with a Z,
Okay.
guards.com, and just start a trial. We are providing a free trial of 2 weeks for any MSP that want to trial Guardz.
Okay.
You can onboard as many customers as you want. You can run prospecting reports, ROI reports, everything in the platform. You can detect the risk, see the exposure. And after 2 weeks, you can decide if you want to go. We have two packages. We have the starter package, no commitment, pay as you go, pay monthly for the amount of users that you want to bring to the Guardz platform, that you want to onboard to the Guardz platform. Or we have a package that you commit for 100 users, you obviously get a aggressive discount, and also you pay month to month. So
Okay.
very simple,
No
starter and pro.
contracts.
No contracts, nothing complicated.
Okay.
Obviously, if you are a bit bigger MSP and you want to go with 1,000 seats, 5,000 seats, you will get a better pricing for the volume discount on the bundle. So you can talk with our supportive sales team, but you can start it yourself. You don't need to wait for a demo or whatever. Just go to the
Okay.
Guardz website, guardz.com, and start a trial and see the platform in action.
Awesome. Well, I am going to do that myself. Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Dor, for your time today. It's always a pleasure getting to chit chat with you about cybersecurity and ways that MSPs can improve their cyber posture with their clients. So we'll have to do this again next time. Thank you so much, Dor.
Thank you very much, Scott. Have a
All
good
right.
one.
You too. Bye bye.